Here it comes. The first ever Cotacachi Expat Parade Float. The parade was starting soon and the final touches needed to be made.
The parade was coming up, so we thought we'd do a float. I've met so many wonderful people. We all got together and it was just the most wonderful experience ever.
Even my granddaughter, our youngest expat, was put to work. Now, keeping with its One World, One People theme, the float was decorated with handmade cutout dolls to represent the children of the world. Hey Lee, how'd the ladies talk you into using your trike as a float?
The truth would astound you, so I would just be quiet and mysterious.
And there they go. As we made our way to the starting point, passing the police, musicians, and trucks loaded with sound equipment, it became very clear that the iPod speakers we had to play "It's a Small World" weren't gonna cut it. As part of the expat float presentation, everyone with dogs was encouraged to bring them along. It really added to the expats' sense of community, a big reason most of us were involved.
I participated because I want to be part of the town. I want to be part of the community.
It's time to kick this thing off. Mr. Grand Marshal? Led by the dignitaries of Cotacachi, the parade was off and running. And what a parade it was. This small town in South America knows how to party. Check out the go-kart float. And we think this was a liquor distributor. Are those costumes great or what? Of course, what would a parade be without lots of kids? It was unbelievable seeing the variety of costumes the children had on and how much fun they were having. I never had that much fun at a parade growing up in the suburbs of Chicago. Hey, that's one big Smurf. And now something for the big kids, the beauty queens. Even though it was drizzling, these beautiful ladies never lost their smiles. Let's not forget the marching bands. There were bands of all shapes, sizes, and ages. After all, Cotacachi is known as the music capital of Ecuador. One of the most fascinating parts of the parade were the dancers. It was amazing to see the variety of dance troupes that were participating, from the traditional to the modern to the wild to the just plain adorable. And here we come. The expat float may have been one of the smallest in the parade, but being it was the first time the expats had been invited to participate, it appeared larger than life.
One of my goals was to get involved with the both indigenous and Ecuadorian people and to learn about their culture. So when we were invited to take part in this parade, we didn't know what to expect, and it was probably my best experience I've had so far here in Ecuador.
Now, with our dogs leading the way, our message of unity was extremely well received.
We held up signs to let them know that we believe in one earth, one world, one people, one nation.
With images of the children of the world wrapping around the float, it was only fitting that children from both Ecuador and the U.S. were along for the ride.
The people were so warm and receptive to the Americans, knowing that we are not here to take over or to change their ways, but to share within their cultures and to help them improve way of living for everyone here.
The parade climaxed at Cotacachi's Central Park with thousands of people lining the streets. A viewing platform had been set up at the end of the route so the mayor and fellow dignitaries could acknowledge all the participants. fellow expat Orban Bloodworth makes sure they don't miss his dog Poncho. A special moment for our family happened when our 2-year-old granddaughter, dressed in an indigenous outfit, passed the viewing stand. She received a standing ovation from the mayor, who is indigenous himself. We felt it was a true gesture of welcome to the expats.
It was really cool to participate in the parade. It made us feel like we were finally part of the culture. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It took us almost 2 hours to walk the parade. Amazingly, it lasted another 2.5 hours, and the crowd was still partying well into the night. Welcome to Ecuador.